pretty much done. But then my exposition turned into nutrition at about measure 121. The development came rather easily. The cadenzas were moving along. But then my inspiration became consternation as he swallowed the last of my song. So I'll see it and I'll stay, for without it I've nothing to play. The dog ate my music, the dog ate my music, the dog ate my music today. I had written a lovely sonata in the structural form ABA. He thought that it smelled like some rawhide, and he chewed it to bits right away. You'd never expect such destruction from a teeny bichon frisé. The effects of his teeth would have scared Debussy and mortified Gabriel Fauré. So I'll sit and I'll stay, for without it I've nothing to play. The dog ate my music, the dog ate my music, the dog ate my music today. Let me tell you what else happened, what else the little bastard did. You must think my phrasing delicious, and my melodies tasty and nice, and my chord changes hearty and beefy, the harmonics of lamb and of rice. Or perhaps 'twas my deep meaty bass line that made him decide to make chow out of my Beethovenian creations, which are lost to posterity now. So I'll sit and I'll stay, for without it I've nothing to play. The dog ate my music, the dog ate my music, the dog ate my music today. One more verse I think you can hang. I should love to have written an opera, but he howled at the start of the score. So I had to abandon that project. It just wasn't as fun anymore. Then I told him that he could audition for an upcoming Rosenkavalier. And those of you who are Richard Strauss fans of his operas in particular will know that Rosenkavalier, The Night of the Rose, in some of the European productions of the 1950s and 60s, especially, there was a part for a little dog who would come running in and tinkle on the furniture and run out directly. So Renata Tebaldi, she was a 6-foot-tall operatic soprano, very famous at the time, and her little dog got the part. And anyway, his name was Mr. New, and he was a poodle, and all of her successive poodles were named Mr. New. Not too many people know that, but he wouldn't let go of Octavian being, of course, the young male love interest in the opera, and it's called a pants role because a woman sings it while she's wearing pants. Not too many people know that either, not even when I said come here. So I'll sit. And at this point in the burlesque show, I would actually sit on the piano and just sort of go like this, but it's a little hard to do it with this setup. Anyway, so just pretend I'm sitting. And I'll stay, and then the same thing, you know, like a dog, just sitting on the piano. For without it, I've nothing to play. The dog ate my music, the dog ate my music. The dog